Say with me, everybody. I have a good heart. I have the integrity of a good shepherd. You see, so that means the reason why you are pastoring people is to lead them for Jesus. You are not pastoring to use people to get money. You know, some people are in ministry because, as far as they're concerned, members are commodities. The more members they have, the more marketable products through which they make money. Many came in for business. Since secular business is not working, let's start gathering people and collecting money. That's why if you say tithing is not New Testament, they can fall down and collapse out of anger, because you are tampering with the main thing that brought them to the ministry. Integrity of heart means you're not in ministry for filthy lucre. You're not in ministry for material gain. You're in ministry to raise men. Of course, when you raise men out of gratitude, they will support you. But that's not at the fore. That's not your motive. Your motive is to see them raised. The support follows. There's nobody you affect spiritually, you impact spiritually, that will not be motivated to give to you materially. There's nobody, except you're not making a genuine impact. If you're making a genuine impact on a man, after a while, the best he can give you is carnal stuff. So when he looks at what he wants to give you, even if you say a lot of money, it means nothing to him, because what is this money compared to the impact that this man is making on my eternity? That's what Brother Paul said. If we have ministered to you spiritual, is it a sin if we collect your carnal things? Then Brother Paul will say, let him that is taught communicate with his teacher in all good things. It's natural. That's why Jesus will say, into every house you enter, as you go to preach, anything they give you, eat. That means when you go to preach and you preach well, people will give you something. Jesus said it. That's why he told them, as you're going, don't take anything, to show you that if you're really doing ministry sincerely, you cannot lack. He said, take no pause, take no script, go. Anything they give you, eat. Meaning, if you really do the ministry well and raise people for Jesus, you can't be hungry. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I know what I'm teaching here. I know what I'm teaching here. Don't target the pocket, target their hearts. Build them up, mature them. Jesus said, take no pause, take no script, just go. A laborer is worthy of his wages. Any house you enter, anything they give, eat. When they came back, he said, when you went, when I sent you without pause, when I sent you without a bank account, when I sent you without a wallet, lacked you anything? They said nothing. You can't be on course with God. You can't, except what you are preaching is not the message of Christ. When the reality of this message dawns on you and what Christ has done for you, money means nothing. Money loses value. When the reality of Christ dawns on a man, money loses value. Because there's a way, there's a way the light of God's word will permeate your soul. Understanding will come on you. Gratitude, you don't know how to express it. So the target for a man of God is not money, it's raising men. Not to use men as a means to an end, not to use them to travel abroad, not to use them for Facebook profile, but to lead them into their inheritance. So you lead people by the integrity of your heart, that sincerity of heart. Men will see the fruit, but hear me, it's between you and God. You must make sure your heart is pure when raising disciples. Because if your heart is not pure, you will never raise disciples. You will soon see why. I will soon show you why. You must have a pure heart. You must make sure you have no other motives but to pastor and glorify God. Then the skillfulness of your hand, the integrity of his heart, and the skillfulness of his hand. Like I said to you earlier, you're gaining experiences by the day, and so you are getting skillful by the day. The more disciples you raise, the more skilled you become. The more you evangelize, the more skilled you become in evangelism. You see, the more you pray, practice is key for spiritual realities. You must be involved in practice. You must be involved. The more you do it, you become astute in it. All the experiences you thought were useless becomes useful to you. The things you pass through that look like a bad situation are now tools for you in ministry. That is, you are comforted by God. Now you are using that same comfort to comfort others. Now you know what it means to believe God for healing, because once you were sick, medication failed, you had to believe God. Now you know what it means to believe God for money, because a time came where there was nothing. You stood in faith. Even though it was rough for some days, after a while God came through for you. So now you know what it means to trust God for resources. You know what it means to trust God for healing. You know what it means to trust God to make a way for you when all kinds of complications stands in your face. So because you have the experience, you can now say like David to Goliath, when I was in the bush, the lion and the bear came, with my bare hands I taught them. Goliath, you are just one of them. It's just that you change face. The God that gave me victory in the battle will give me victory in the war. It is experience. These day-to-day challenges and battles that you go through every day, things happen, you keep overcoming, you keep overcoming. They are making your profile fat. They are making you a wise master builder. Yeah. You know, a general in the army is known by the scars on his body. You can't be a general in the army if there are no scars. You can't be a general. There are things you have gone through before you have that promotion as a general in the army. In the work of ministry, you've got to go through scars. People will scar you. Situations will scar you. Members will scar you. Workers within the church will betray you, hurt you, scar you. Then after a while you become tough. Things come and go as if they never came. You have become tough. So when you see people coming up who are still passing through what you passed through, you can tell them, cheer up, brother. That's not the end of it. You will see the end of it, and you will still keep on. It is coming from experience. It's coming from experience in ministry.